refreshed and looking brand new. Today, we're gonna test drive a vehicle I'm really excited about. It's the 2025 Acura RDX A-Spec Advance. I'm not gonna be an expert on this one. That's why I grabbed somebody who
What's
is
up,
an
Brian?
expert.
How you doing?
Alec Layton's a salesman here at Smale Acura in Greensburg, and today we're gonna take this vehicle on a test drive.
You ready to go, Brian?
Totally.
Awesome.
If you're interested in an Acura vehicle, come check us out online. We're at smellacura.com. Alec, first thing I want to talk about on the exterior of this was the first thing that caught my eye. It's this exterior color, right? What do we got?
Yeah, this is called Performance Red Pearl, Brian, and it's a color that we've had before. But the really nice thing is this offered in the A-Spec Advance package. So you're going to get a lot of contrast there with all the A-Spec badging, the redesigned front end, the black handles, the mirrors,
wow,
the fog lights, the chicane headlights in the front. Everything just looks great on this vehicle.
And it's stunning. It's just so shiny and new, and I love it. Coming down the side here, we have 20-inch wheels here, don't we?
Yeah, these are going to be 20-inch on the A-Spec Advance, and these are actually a redesigned wheel, Brian. It's going to be a Berlina black aluminum alloy wheel.
So we do have hands-free access to here too, right?
Yeah, there's keyless entry on every handle.
Awesome. So if I put my hand through the handle, it's going to open it up.
Yep.
And if I want to lock it up, there's ridges on top. But there's something else that's happening here I want to show. We have the power folding mirrors.
There are power folding mirrors on this package, which it is the Advance, which you can have that set up for when it locks. You touch the ridges on the handle, or say you want to pull into your garage, you know, so you don't sideswipe something.
Yeah, that is smart. Coming around the back side of the vehicle, you notice how those LED lights just really protrude out there from the side. It looks really sporty, aggressive. Love the way the back end of this vehicle looks. Obviously, you have the tailgate there with the A-Spec, the RDX super handling all-wheel drive.
Yes.
We'll go over that on the test drive.
SH all-wheel drive. So with this also, it's, you remember, Brian, this is going to be the A-Spec Advance, so it's going to have the rear diffuser on the bottom here, but that was just black before, and now it's color matched in the Performance Red Pearl, so it really looks great. And then also with the Advance package, this is also not just a power lifting tailgate, this is hands-free. Make sure the key is just right in your pocket.
There we go. Yeah, one kick all the way up, power lift gate there with the hands-free, which is great. Tons of storage options back here. Looks like maybe...
There's also storage below.
Oh, tons of storage.
Yeah, you lift this one up.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Oh, wow.
Storage below.
That's awesome.
That's on all the RDXs.
Great. You even have these little side pouches that come in really handy.
Yep.
They prevent things from rolling around. You also, if you want to put these seats down, right?
Yes, it's a 60-40 split seat. So you just pull both the handles here.
And you have a ton of space in there.
And they both just lie down perfectly.
Yeah.
About flush.
Wow, that's great. That's just that's more storage than most people would need, I would think.
Yeah, I could lay down in the back of it.
For sure. Jumping into the back seats, we have the ebony interior, and it has red stitching throughout it, Alec.
Yeah, on the A-Spec and A-Spec Advance package, Brian, you're going to have the contrast stitching on the seats as well as all throughout the vehicle.
And that's not it about these seats, because it looks like we have heated seats back here too.
Yeah, with the Advance, it being an Advance, they're going to have heated seats in the back, heated and ventilated in the front.
And we have those USB-C fast charging ports. We have ventilation, some additional storage here. And let's go ahead and put this down. We have two cup holders here in the armrest.
Yeah.
And there's one big feature I really want to show you. Hold on. When we open up the shade, we have this gigantic panoramic sunroof that comes all the way back to above my head here. I have a lot of vertical visibility. Adds to the space that I already have in here, really, Alec. It feels like it. Another thing that actually just popped out to me is that on the doors here, we have like a soft touch material. With that
Brian, that's going to be called a micro suede or Alcantara.
Okay.
And it's, you know, you'll find that in, you know, higher end vehicles.
Let's go ahead and jump up front, and then we'll get this thing on the road. Jumping into the front seats, Alec, this is a hot day. I'm gonna go ahead and start things up.
Oh yeah.
And man, there's a cool little animation that comes up on the dashboard and some other things that are coming up here on the infotainment system. Els Studio audio system.
Yep, Els Studio 3D.
Nice. So another thing that I do want to point out is that the dashboard here has some really nice textures to it. You have that soft touch.
Yeah, you have the Alcantara, you have some leather on it as well as
even like these little chrome accents.
Yeah, it's almost like a carbon fiber. Like
Yeah,
a faux
it does.
Carbon fiber.
It gives you that feel. You're right. On my windshield, we have a heads-up display, which my miles per hour is mentioned up there. We'll, you know, maybe go over that a little bit more on the test drive. On the steering wheel itself, let's take a look at this. It's a black leather steering wheel with red stitching and a nice perforated leather texture to it.
Flat bottom as well.
Yeah, that's really nice, really sporty.
Racing style wheel.
And that comes with the A-Spec, right?
That's only going to be with the A-Spec.
Right.
Yes.
Left side of the steering wheel, we have our volume controls, heated steering wheel button, and we have our push-to-talk button. So do we have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto in this?
Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto.
Awesome. That's really good. So for anybody who doesn't know, you can connect your phone to your vehicle to make phone calls, send text messages, leave yourself reminders, give yourself directions to places. All of that can be accessed wirelessly there, which is good because not only do you wirelessly connect to your infotainment system through that, but you also have a wireless charger down here.
Yeah,
too,
they
right?
actually relocated this charger, Brian.
Cool.
It was down here before,
Yeah.
and they made it up here a little more convenient for, you know, if you did want to take a call on it. Maybe you shouldn't be,
Right.
you know, with the hands-free, but, you know.
But it's nice that you can do that hands-free and you don't really have to touch very much here. It's just
You're
right
not
there.
reaching as far.
Yeah, exactly. Some other things that I'm noticing while we're down here, these cup holders seem bigger than before.
They are. They upgraded the size of the cup holders. They put a larger cup holder in it, probably to accommodate to some of those larger cups, Stanleys, Yetis, all that stuff.
Really cool. I want to go ahead and look at this armrest. We got a black leather armrest, some red stitching on there. Looks really nice.
Oh, the contrast, yes.
Yeah, and opening that up, more storage and a USB-C charger in there.
Yes, right in there, USB-C. And if you wanted the cords to, you know, you wanted to have it closed, and you know, you have that option as well.
Yeah, that's really nice to have different options. Another thing I want to mention is that underneath all of this, there's a little cubby down here with some nice textured grip.
Yeah.
You have a 12-volt charger down there and a USB-C charger. So something else I noticed whenever I pulled this into our bay to shoot it, Alec, is that it has ambient lighting on the inside of it, right?
Yeah, it's ambient lighting. It's, you know, you can change it up to, I believe it's almost 30 different colors.
Yeah, and it's really dynamic. It looks like you can have different colors, you know, in different areas.
Throughout, you know, the doors, the door handles, you know, down by the pedals, your feet, all kinds of stuff. It's really cool.
So what do we have for the warranty for this Acura?
The standard warranty is 4-year, 50,000 mile comprehensive and 6-year, 70,000 mile on the engine and powertrain.
Moving our way up, we have a touch controller for our infotainment system, and we can just go through and see what we have in there. It's pretty easy. It's like this is like your smartphone screen. You just drag and then you press in to select on whatever you want, navigation, for example.
You can also adjust the sensitivity on it as well.
Nice. We have our shifter here. Obviously, it's a push button shifter. Park, reverse is pull, neutral, drive, and sport. We have our idle engine off button, which is awesome. And the big thing here, Alec, which is our dynamic modes, right?
Dynamic modes, you can change them right on the fly. So you got a snow, comfort, normal, and sport.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and test those out on the test drive, see what we can feel is different between them. Above that, we have heated and cooled seats for driver and passenger. Great. Our AC settings are up here. And let's work our way back to the steering wheel. We have on the right side of the steering wheel, we have our safety features like adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist on there. But you also have the ability to change what's on your dashboard up here.
So you can change it. You can have a trip. You can have, you know, a digital speedometer up there, navigation, oil life, tire pressure, the all-wheel drive system, whoever's wearing their seatbelt or who isn't.
That's right.
And all your safety support settings, which you can have on or off.
Which, oh, that's awesome. You can, if anything's annoying you, you can turn it off.
Yeah,
right?
if it annoys you, you can turn it off.
Awesome. So over on the left side, just beyond the steering wheel, we do have some buttons down here, Alec. Obviously, your parking sensors. I'm not sure what this button is here.
Yeah, so that's going to be the, it's a heated windshield defroster. So it's a, you know, the windshield blade defroster. You know, so for those cold mornings, it's nice. Yeah, it's not going to rip the rubber.
Yeah,
the
you don't have to put your windshield wiper up in the nighttime to make sure it doesn't rip off. That's really cool to have. We have brake hold, which let's go ahead and demonstrate that right now. I'm just going to activate brake hold, press into drive, right? And I'm going to take my foot off the brake.
It's more, and the car's not going to move. It's for like stop and go traffic. Say
Yeah.
you find yourself down in the city, you're constantly stopping and going, but so you can take your foot off the brake without having to put the car in park, because you know you're going to be moving, you know, sooner or later.
Yeah. And right there again, I just activated it by putting on the brake. We're held. It's just great for stop and go traffic. I would really love to have this in my car. Obviously, we have the giant panoramic sunroof above us. If I just go ahead and press the button back, it's going to open up that all the way to behind our heads here.
Just one small click. There you go.
Oh, wow. That goes back a far way. You have the windshield up here, or I should say a wind guard, to cut back on the harsh wind and noise and bugs and things that can come into the cabin. One press all the way forward. Nice shaded sunroof too, I gotta say. The right button is actually for the shade. I can close that.
You can have it halfway or the full way.
Oh, that's really nice. And you know, one press closes it the entire way too. Up here we also have our sunglass holder. Gotta have that, especially on bright days like today. We have our assist button.
Acura Link.
Acura Link. For anybody who may not know what Acura Link is, can you kind of explain that?
So Acura Link it's very similar to like GM's OnStar. It's an app that's downloadable from your phone. You can remote start your car from your phone. You can lock it, unlock it. There's a lot of other things. You know, check the oil life, the tire pressure, and actually you get 3 years of it for free.
Well, that was a lot of things, Alec. Let's get this thing out on the road. Let's test it out.
I'm ready.
So putting the vehicle into reverse, we have this nice big backup camera in front of us. We have projected lines. Whenever I turn the steering wheel, it's going to show us our projected angle back into the spot. We have a 360 above view as well.
Correct.
And it looks like we can adjust our brightness as well.
Yeah.
So just coming back into this spot, I can see above me how far I am away from the curb here. And it's pretty nice, pretty easy, self-explanatory. So in reverse, in this busy intersection, we actually have some cars coming behind us. And this is telling us which direction the vehicles are coming from, right?
Yeah, it's a rear cross traffic monitor, you know, which helps when you're backing out of those parking spots, those tight parking spots, and someone's coming, you know, up either way.
Yeah, definitely just alerts you what direction they're coming from. It's beeping at you and it's showing you, hey, look out, somebody's coming from behind you. So just really nice to have. All right, so we're going to check out the turning radius here, Alec.
Excellent turning radius.
Oh yeah, this just turned right around within those two
Within
lanes.
itself.
Yeah, I mean it's really great.
Very smooth.
Yeah, and even getting up to speed, I felt a very smooth transition up to power. What kind of engine do we have in this?
This is going to be a 4-cylinder 2-liter turbo with 272 horsepower, 280 pound-foot of torque.
I do have to say that it is very quiet so far. Like, I'm not hearing a lot of outside road noise with vehicles rushing by us or anything like that. I'm going to kick this into sport mode here. All right.
Very quick.
Yeah, and the engine noise. Did my steering change a little bit?
The steering gets much stiffer. You're going to
Yeah.
have some more engine noise, which is a whole different driving experience.
Yeah, it really is. It's, you know, and with that super handling all-wheel drive, can you kind of explain to people out there how that operates different than other all-wheel drive
So
systems?
super handling all-wheel drive has torque vectoring, which that's constantly shifting power from side to side, and with the torque vectoring, it really helps just get the car planted to the road.
Not only are you getting like a safer drive, but you're getting a sportier drive with it, right?
Sportier, safer,
Yeah.
everything all around.
Something else that I'm noticing on my heads-up display is that it shows me what the speed limit is.
Yeah,
So,
it also has traffic sign recognition.
that's awesome. So I went ahead and activated our adaptive cruise control, and I set it to 63 miles per hour, just so that we can see the difference here. But the vehicle in front of us is going slower than that. It's going about 61.
Yeah.
And we've slowed down to that. Now, they're actually starting to pick up speed. So we're starting to pick up speed.
Yes, it's constantly, the ACC, adaptive cruise control, it's constantly be adapting to the driver in front of you. And you can select the following intervals. There's 4 different options. I like to think of each one of them as around a car length.
We're closing the gap between us and the vehicle in front of us, and they're hitting their brakes now. We can tell that we're slowing down now, right?
It has low speed follow.
So that'll come all the way down to a complete stop, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. So for stop and go traffic, it's fantastic. So we also have lane keep assist active right now. So whenever I go ahead and inch over here to the right side, all it's doing is really just taking my steering wheel and kind of inching
Adjusting
me.
you.
Yeah, it's just keeping me within the lines of the road.
It's just assisting you, that's all.
Really cool. So those two things paired together, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, this vehicle is almost driving itself, but you obviously want to be attentive to it.
Yeah, it's driver assistive technology.
Right. Coming up on my left-hand side, I have a vehicle. When somebody enters my blind spot, this is going to light up. When I turn my turn signal on, that now flashes at me and beeps at me to alert me, hey, somebody's over there in my blind spot.
Yeah.
So the Acura RDX is sporty, it's got luxurious features to it, just absolutely a beautiful ride. Alec, if they have any questions for you, how can they contact you?
Yeah, that's super easy. You come to see us off Route 30 in Greensburg or online at smailacura.com.
That's going to do it for our test drive today, guys. So until next time, enjoy the ride.